What's up, guys? This is Kinetic. I'm going to go over today backside control, just some survival stuff. I recorded a really good fight, or bits and pieces of a really good fight with a guy named Young Rider, who's one of the better guys on Xbox, especially on the ground. So one of the most common mistakes I see people make, especially on the ground, is they get really screwed up in backside control. It's really kind of complicated position. And I think this fight showed I showed pretty much how to perfectly survive in a really fucked up situation. So I'm gonna be pausing this video at different times to show you guys kind of what I'm looking at and what you should be paying attention to and what's important. And then I'll show the entire clip. It's only like 2 minutes. That's kind of cut off in the middle because I was recording it through my Xbox at the time. And I'll show you guys the full clip at the very end. Okay, so this is going to start off in the third round. I am TJ Dillashaw. Young Rider is Dominic Cruz. We're having a great fight. He's going to hit me with one of my favorite combos actually. It's pretty amazing mix up. That is going to smash me down into the ground. I'm going to pause this right here. Okay, so what you guys need to look at is you need to look at my stamina, which is pretty shot. It's at about half of what I already had, and I already had quite a big deficit in stamina compared to him. He has full stamina, and my head is really, really red. It's really important to know how head damage works and recognize like how dark the head damage is, because it plays a huge role in what you need to do in order to survive. So right here I make the decision that I cannot roll to my right, roll into him to guard, because he would hit me in the back of the head and then I'd really be unconscious, I'd be dead. And two, I make the decision to not roll because even if I blocked one of his strikes, I was worried at that strike that my head was too low and my stamina was too low, and that strike would penetrate through the block and I would get killed anyways. And I definitely can't go up because of the same reason I just said. So what you need to do in this position is roll to the left, and rolling to the left will put you in side control. It cannot be interrupted by strikes if you do it correctly, and you cannot be knocked out in the middle of it. No matter how hurt you are, no matter what your stamina is, you cannot be knocked out in the middle of that roll. Okay, so I'm going to play this. So I'm going to roll the side control, and he's actually going to block it because he knows what I just told you, and I'm going to keep rolling because that is my only way to survive. If I don't roll, I'm dead. So he's going to go and take my back because he's tired of me doing that. And I'm going to pause it here. So I had to roll over because if I stayed in back mount, he's going to hit me and I would probably get knocked out through my block because my stamina is completely zero, or was completely zero, and my head is still maxed because he just hit me in the head a bunch of times. Alright, so we are in mount right now. He has a bunch of stamina. There is no way I can block a few strikes and transition out. That is the number one way to get out of mount, is you block one strike, two strikes, and as soon as that strike hits your block, you are going to half guard. If you do it correctly, you will slip out pretty much every single time unless you have a gigantic stamina deficit or if there's a huge stat disparity. Okay, so my only option right here from what I saw is to arm trap and hip bump. So I need to reactively, I don't want to guess, need to reactively hip bump which direction he is going to hit me. And I get the hip bump, which you'll see now. Boom. Okay, so I went for a transition there. He blocked it. That was a really, really good block. So now here's his biggest mistake. I'm going to pause this here as he postures back up. His big mistake there was sitting there and hitting me with those baby punches. Not only did that let me kind of understand what was going on and what I need to do, like have a thought process of what needed to happen next, it allowed my stamina to come up a little bit, and it allowed my head to cover a little bit. The longer he doesn't hit me with a solid strike, the longer I have to recover my head. So this is where I make a huge decision. I'm going to play this. He's going to punch me and I'm instantly going to go to half guard. Okay, I was worried that that would hit me. I blocked it, but I was worried that that would hit me and go through my block. So here I'm pretty free. I need to not let him posture up. So I screwed that up. I did let him posture up. That is what I did not want to do. I didn't care if he got mount back again because I had stamina and I thought I could easily take one punch to my block and then get out. But I did not want him to get postured up because postured up half guard is pretty nasty. So here I will block one of his strikes, like that and instantly bring him back down. Get out of that. And he's going to hit me to kind of maintain my head damage and just pressure in the fight. This is where the video splits up. I didn't have my capture card at the time, and I was recording these like 1-minute little segments while I was playing through the Xbox. Basically nothing happened. I got guard. I went and transitioned through his transition. I thought he might fake me, so I just wanted to go for a transition to see what would happen, and it worked. I interrupted his fake with a transition, and since those overlap, I went and got guard back. And then in the middle of the clip, he went and passed my guard. I don't remember exactly how, but we're going to start it back up in half guard right here. Okay, so we are in half guard. He is hitting me in the face. It is important to note that I am fine right now. We are good. I'm going to put him in guard. My head is fine. My stamina is fine. He's going to block that full guard that I was trying to get momentum with. I'm going to start fake transitioning him, just kind of try to get him to start guessing, and then do the back sit fake, other back sit fake, and I'm going to flip him. That's the LB. I'll pause it real quick so I can tell you guys. That is the LB. You go the opposite way of the full guard transition. Go to, if full guard was right, to get the momentum, you go to the left. It's the same way as the triangle choke, but you need to hit LB halfway in the middle of the transition. Okay, so I'm on top here. I'm just going to kind of hang out and relax a bit, see what he wants to do off his back, try to recognize any patterns he's going to go for. Okay, so I'm going to hit him in the body, and what I want from that hit to the body is a way for me to kind of signal him to hit me back. And as you know, if he hits me back and I transition right as he hits me, I get a little bit of GA because I transition right as he hits me. So I'm essentially baiting him, tricking him into hitting me, thinking I'm not going to really do anything. I faked up, kind of just stalemate in this position. Then I went and take mount right now. Okay, so I take mount, pause it right here again. One thing that people don't really understand with mount is how to work the half guard escapes. If you look at the mount right now, he has completely full stamina. I didn't block any of his transitions. I just went and took mount, and that required some of my stamina. So I have a little bit less stamina than him, and that little bit is really, really important when it comes to knowing what kind of transitions I can block. So in order to block that transition, I either have to be insanely fast, which I'm really not that fast, or I have to guess which way he's going to go. Now, he could go up and get a really fast momentum escape to stand up. He could go left, or he could go right to half guard, or he could roll to his back. But here I could not block that transition. I didn't want to guess because I was worried that he would go up, and you never really want to guess if you're worried about someone going up because you just completely lose the position. So he's going to get half guard back. I'm going to get a really good block that helps me a lot right there. I'm going to get his stamina drained and get mount back. So he's going to make a really big mistake here. He's going to hit me and try to transition out. Now, you don't really ever need to hit somebody like this to get out of mount. It's generally a bad idea because, one, it indicates to me that he's going to try to transition to half guard immediately. He gave up the momentum escape because we've been in the position for too long. He lost the momentum, and him hitting me is going to signal that I know he's going to either go left or right. For the most part, he could try to trick me and go up, but he doesn't. So this was bad because I had a ton of stamina when he did this, and he didn't have very much, and that stamina deficit gives me the time to easily have the reaction to block the half guard escape, which I'm going to block right there. Okay, I'm going to posture up, and I'm going to start trying to break his block. I'm going to be trying to get through his block. I get a good deny right there. I'm going to hit him again, hit him some more times, and I get a really good deny right there. I blocked him in the middle of a transition, and I will go over that in a different video. But that is the end of the fight. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what I can do better. I will break down a ton of different stuff in multiple ground fights, so don't be worried if you're kind of confused on a bunch of different things. I will break everything down. This was just kind of a taste of what is to come. I'm going to play back both of the clips real time, no pausing, no commentary, just for you guys to see how it kind of played out in the full I think it was about a 3-minute time span. Hope you guys enjoy. Peace.
We are set for the start of round 3. This is a championship fight, so it is scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. That connected. His other eye is starting to swell. Combination, left, right. Whoa! Unbelievable! Come on, let's go. Do
doing something.
He scores with a huge left. Big ground and pound.
He transitions, now he's got both hooks in.
I need you to move, scramble. Look to counter that hook, let's go. Look to counter that hook.
Good shot to the head.
Push him off.
Great work from the top by Cruz. Cruz with a good punch. Nice ground and pound. Inside the guard again. And he connects with the punch. We have reached the midway point of this fight. Dillashaw gets it to half guard. Nice pass.
He lands a big shot from the bottom.
Some heavy ground and pound. He's got to try to defend himself.
Look at this. He's out of it. That's a big shot right there. Full mount.
This fight very well may be stopped in between rounds just because of the blood loss, Mike, because that is extraordinary.
And great posture.
Look at that, nice.
Oh!
Nasty right hand. Oh, that's it. That's it. It's over. It's over.